Good morning, this is Vicki.
And this is Jo.
And we're the Two Natural Ladies.
And we talk about the good news we all need and ways of getting the most out of life.
We help people with practical, uplifting ways we can all make a difference.
And we're striving for better, not perfect.
And we love a good laugh. Please enjoy the show.
And welcome to everyone listening this morning from Victoria, Australia and beyond. Thanks for joining us.
I think we did very well, Vicki.
Oh, we just go with the flow, don't we?
We do. Oh, that was so funny. Yeah, it threw me that we're in the other studio and everything's back to front.
Oh, so absolutely. We're just so thrown.
We are.
I mean, and this is the only thing in life that's upside down right now for us.
That's right.
Oops.
Yes.
Oh, do you know what? I just have to say, these are the voyages of Two Natural Ladies, our continuing mission to discuss new worlds beyond our wildest dreams. I just wanted to say, do you remember when we went to the south of France?
I do.
Yes. That's it. That's all I need to say.
Okay. Mon chéri.
Yeah, well, you know those, on television shows when, people start conversations with, now when I was in the south of France.
Okay.
And everybody's like, oh. There's a long story coming.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. But you've got no long story.
I've got nothing.
Right. Well, the story I'm going to tell is about the Mentone Public Library. Because I was actually listening to one of our previous radio shows and I had discovered during that time that that the Mentone Public Library is totally voluntary run, that it's independent and it can do with support. And they have an Author for All Seasons, Series 11 in 2021, starting on March the 20th with Gary Seary, who wrote The Moonbeamers. So I just thought it would be really good for people to know, and they can go, because I've got this piece of paper and it tells us all about all the authors. We've got Barry Dickens and we've got Galette Glass and we've got Elsie and Graham Johnston, who we know. So
Southern FM presenters,
yes,
in fact.
Exactly. So anyway, I think go to the Mentone Public Library and they've got blog spots and all sorts of cool things that they do.
I think you've just stolen Pauline's thunder from Community Capers.
That's all right. I'm going to give that to her so she can do it again.
Yes. Well, that's right. It is.
Well, she knows I could take it on if she's sick.
You've just proved it. So, yes.
Dear. Okay. You may not be able to make a difference to the world, and you can make a world of difference. That was Ivan Meisner. Now, that could be to 1, 5, 10, or 100 people.
Yes.
Another one. Whatever you are, be a good one. Abraham Lincoln. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
So, what we do for ourselves ends with us. What we do for others remains, lives on, and we can change at least some part of the world. So, yeah, this is talking about making a difference in the world.
We do like that.
Yeah. And that, we don't have to be looking at making a difference to thousands of people, millions of people. And in fact, it often starts with just making a difference with 1 or 2 people.
It does. Yes, and and we can relax into it. We don't have to be thinking about this absolutely amazing thing. We could just do us and have an intention.
Yes, exactly. Yes. It's been interesting. There's been a few people I've been talking to in the last little while, and they've been talking about not pushing against things and just going with the flow, maybe in a way, but having that intention. So it's not like we have to keep concentrating on this thing and, getting really tense about it. And it's just, this is our goal, put it out there in the world and then, get on with being who you are.
Well, that's right. And I mean, I've as you know, I've taken on, being busier.
Because you were so not busy last year.
Yeah, and so there's times when I start to get a bit anxious. I mean, if you looked at me, I probably wouldn't look that anxious, but inside I'm like, I've got to remember all this and do all this. And so you're going to do what you do. I'm just Vicki. Just calm down. You're going to do what you do. And that way you're actually going to be more efficient at doing it rather than getting all anxious about it.
And it never ends. That was something I learnt from a program I did years and years and years ago, where I had to have everything complete and done by a weekend, which was part of this course. And 3 days before before that weekend, I had a car accident. So I had to quickly get the car because everything had to be complete and in its perfect form and all this kind of stuff. And like the house had to be perfect and everything. And of course, you know, what was the lesson? It's never done.
Yeah. Okay. So they weren't just making sure you had everything done so you were free for the course.
No.
It was literally.
It was actually about you realising it's never done.
This was pre-kids too?
Yes, it was pre-kids. Gosh, that would have been all. I'm just trying to think. Was anyone there that had kids? I don't think so.
Right, because it would have been. I mean, they teach you that.
Well, you would have just.
They teach you.
Yeah, exactly.
There's never done in a house.
No, I think
kids.
what you would have to have done then is just tie them up, gag them in the corner so they couldn't touch any. I wouldn't really do that.
No. And of course, we actually, good segue. We do have Cheryl coming up.
Yes,
at 7 a.m.
Yes,
and she's going to tell us how to get the kids to do exactly what we want them to do.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes,
without tying them up and gagging them.
That's right. Yes. They might even enjoy it.
They might.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? So yes, find your own joy. Do better, not perfect. Mm-hmm. That's one of our favourites, isn't it?
It is.
Be the person we actually be with the person, people. We actually this one, multitasking.
Oh, yeah.
I got into trouble the other day because Frank was talking to me and I'm on my phone finishing off something and he's going, well, I'm not going to talk. You can't multitask. You know you can't multitask, as in not just me. But I said, yes, I actually do. And I put the phone down because, yes, it's become clear I can't multitask.
Oh, but they say women can.
No. If you are always only giving a part of your time and focus.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that look, I think there are certain instances, and look, when you've got kids, again, particularly young kids, you are multitasking. You're making the dinner while talking to the kids while, all sorts of things that you're doing all at once. But I think it's more in the sense of you're not really completely focused on the kids at that particular time. And in business, you can't really be on the phone and doing a Zoom call and, because you're not fully focused.
No. Okay,
so there
good.
You go.
Thank you for that.
Oh, that's all right. Just in case you were wondering.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, and we've got that I've just said here. I think I said at some point randomly, it reminds me of make friends, win friends. What are you saying?
I think it's win friends and influence people.
By Dale Carnegie.
Yeah, yes. So what do? But you put some information in about winning friends and influencing people.
Oh, okay, that's
from
what
Dale
you do.
Carnegie. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
That's what I did.
I had nothing to do with
it. So if it doesn't work, it's all Joe's fault. Oh dear.
So am I? Okay. Let's see what Joe wrote. So techniques in handling people. 1, don't criticise, condemn, or complain. Give honest and sincere appreciation. And arouse in the other person an eager want.
Yeah. I guess I thought this would be worth just looking at because, I mean, How to Win Friends and Influence People is a pretty old book.
Yes.
And yet, when you think about it, don't criticise or condemn or complain.
That makes sense.
Give honest and sincere appreciation.
I can do that.
Arouse in the other person an eager want.
How does one do that?
Well, I think that's probably where stories come in. Because when you tell people stories, that actually does arouse people's interest.
Yes.
Because it's heartfelt and it's coming from a place of, realism and...
We love stories.
Yes.
We love stories more than we think we do. Like when somebody says a story, I'm like, oh, okay. But if you think about it, movies and television shows, they're all stories. Yeah.
So we do. We love. And what else is there?
6 ways to make people like you.
That's what we want.
So become genuinely interested in other people.
And don't multitask.
No, that's right. That's not written there, but anyway, that's a given.
Yes.
Smile. Yes.
Smile and the world smiles with you.
Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language.
Is it Vicki?
Yeah, yes, Joe. So, Joe.
Yes, Vicki.
Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Yes, they do like that. And talk in terms of the other person's interests.
Yes. See, we were we were sitting down the other day, and my younger son and his girlfriend and my son and my husband were talking cars. And she said, why do guys like to talk about cars? I'm not interested in sitting around talking to people who are talking about cars. So, yeah, you've got to find things, just like they probably wouldn't want to talk about makeup. Not that I want to talk about makeup.
No,
but,
I think you'd rather talk about motorcycle racing.
Yes. Hoping it's coming up soon.
Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Did I do it then when I preempted your interest in motorcycle racing?
I think you did.
Okay,
yes.
good. That's excellent, Jo.
Tick for you.
Okay, so win people to your way of thinking. Okay, so Jo, the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Yep. That's a good one. Show respect for other person's opinions. Never say you're wrong.
Okay, I want to go back to number one.
Okay.
I don't think you do want to avoid an argument all the time. I think, in fact, I think avoiding an argument can have you end up not saying what you need to say.
Yeah, maybe we're not wanting to argue, though. We're wanting to
discuss and
express ourselves.
Yeah, but I think the thing is the avoidance. I guess it's the word avoid that I'm questioning here, because I think when you try to avoid something, it continues and it actually has people then not say what they want to say because they're worried. They're worried about avoiding the argument.
So they needed to word that better. And in which case number 2 comes in, and we should never say you're wrong, even though we're actually saying number 1 is wrong.
Yes. But we're not saying anybody's wrong. Well,
no.
I guess in some ways we probably are. But
the person who wrote this, because it wasn't us.
Yes.
Even though you dumped it in here for us to read.
Well, I thought we could discuss, and we are discussing.
We are discussing.
Yes,
I like that we're discussing.
Yes.
And we're not avoiding an argument at all.
Gee, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? If we had an argument on
air.
Show you how it's done.
Okay, if you are wrong, admit it quickly and empathetically.
Emphatically, isn't that?
Yeah, that too. And with empathy, Jo.
Okay, cool.
Begin in a friendly way. Now, Jo.
Yes, Vicki.
Really need to talk to you about, I don't know what. Get the other person saying yes immediately.
Yes, I agree with everything you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they just mentioned that that's what I should do, because, of course, I know how to do that. Yes. Let the other person do a great deal of the talking.
Oh, cool. Well, we're right now.
Yes. Okay, let the other person feel that the idea is his or hers. Oh, that's a fun one, isn't it? Yeah. I know people who say, you just got to wait for them to you put the suggestion out there, and then we just wait for them to come back and have it be their suggestion. Yes. I've been on both sides of that.
Yes.
And you've accused me of that.
Okay. Can't remember that. But
now you want an argument?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I can't remember what it was, but but there was some point I said, "Oh, I've got a great idea," and you laughed at me, and I'm like, "Why?" And you said, "I suggested that to you 2 weeks ago."
Oh, okay.
I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, now it's my idea. It's better."
Yes. Oh, we all have that.
Yeah. I think maybe it's just our brain cells, or we've got another spin on it, or some.
Well, sometimes it does take a bit for us to get thinking that. What really annoys me, okay, Vicki, I'm going to tell you what really annoys me, nothing to do with you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes, is when my mum says, oh, so-and-so, they do blah, 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 and I'm going, okay, yep, well, I haven't been talking about that for the last 30 years. It's like, yes.
She's heard it somehow differently.
Yes.
Okay, try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view.
Yeah, I think that, it's a very good idea.
Yeah, we can try. Yeah, be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires. Appeal to the nobler motives. Dramatise your ideas.
Wow.
Joe, I've got a great idea.
Oh, what?
Not sure. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Throw down a challenge.
Oh, throw it down. I'm going to throw down a challenge for you right now.
You've been listening to the Two Natural Ladies podcast. Visit twonaturalladies.com.au for more information. Thanks for joining us.